Hello, and welcome to the 6th segment of the Halloween series of Trust Me. With only 1 point separating first from last place, can Tara bewitch the other panelists with an ancient story that's practically magic?
My mom didn't want me to become a witch for a very practical reason.
This sounds like practical magic, and she didn't want you to become which one? Sandra Bullock or Nicole Kidman?
You just made me want to Google stuff.
Yeah. What was the practical reason, Tara?
So that I wouldn't burn the house down.
That sounds like your mom.
I had purchased some witches' candles that had like incantations that went with them that you would recite while you were lighting the candle. And she was concerned that I was going to burn the house down.
I was worried it's because she was a witch and she knew how hard it would be and she wanted more for you.
I know, hey? That was really what it was. She was like, no, honey, it's such a struggle.
Don't get stuck in the mill. Go, get an education. Go to the city. Make something.
At least have a fallback, because rarely do people make money as witches.
What is the plan B for someone who wants to be a witch?
Megan the Pagan? Tell us about
Megan
the
the
options
Pagan.
for a witch.
Porn. Did she walk in on you while you were witching and it freaked her out?
While I was witching?
While you were listening to Sarah McLachlan, whatever.
Loreena McKinnet.
I think it might have been after, the candles were lit and stuff like that. I'm sure there was a what are you doing in there?
How old were you?
An 8-year-old and a 16-year-old, and their responsibilities with candles are very different.
Well, my mom didn't want me to light candles at 16 either, and I wasn't doing witchcraft.
True.
It was probably around then. I was a teenager for sure.
Did you have a coven?
I don't know that I did, but maybe one would have been started. I don't know.
You were willing to accept a coven into your life.
Most of my friends were Catholic, so they might not have been into it.
What got you into that?
It's neat. I don't know. Look at yourself. Witches are hot.
It was all those Anne Rice novels, all
They're
that
hot.
stuff.
Yeah,
That was cool.
I wanted to,
back then.
after I saw Interview with a Vampire, I wanted to be a vampire.
Where'd you go get the candle? Did you go out on your own as a young person and find a witch store?
You know what? It might have even been a traveling somebody that came to the school or something.
Like a gypsy?
Ooh, the witchcraft dealer at the school.
Clearly not to the Catholic school I went to. I might have been older.
Even if he was at the Stampede grounds or whatever, I'd have been like, okay, but the school.
Well,
I like that a gypsy came to your school and made you want to be a witch.
To her Catholic school and was allowed
that's
in.
awesome.
no, I said no to the Catholic school thing.
Did you do any witching in your hearse?
In my hearse. Cameron. If you recall, I didn't have a hearse.
Sorry.
I did not do witching in my hearse, nor did I do witching in my beetle. There was some clowning in the beetle, but
I thought you were going to Dr. Seuss it up. I did not witch in my hearse. I did not witch with my purse. I did not witch in the yard. I did not witch in my car.
It's just too hard.
And that's why Dr. Seuss is Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss probably didn't hit as many of these before he got to work. Cameron, what do you think? Was Tara's mom concerned about her becoming a witch for a very practical reason?
Tara is telling the truth.
Jackie, what do you think?
I have Catholic parents, and I think that if I decided to dabble in Wiccan, that my parents would freak out. They also didn't like me lighting candles. So I think you're telling the truth, Tara.
I have to go to the cards on this one, guys. I'm sorry. This card that I just pulled... You can't see it? Well, fuck that. Anyways, it's the Justice card, but it was given upside down, which means it was unjust. And I think your mom was unjust with her decisions to not let you join a cult or my cult or drink the Kool-Aid. So I believe you, Tara. I believe your mom had a very practical reason why you couldn't be a witch.
Tara, what's the truth? Did your mom not want you to become a witch for a very practical reason?
Yes, it's true. It was because she thought I was going to burn the house down. That was pretty much it. She didn't really give a shit about the spells or anything else that went with it.
I bet she really just didn't like Sarah McLachlan and that was the main reason.
No, Sarah McLachlan wasn't involved. Not even.
No, that was just the music. All the witchy girls I knew it roughly that.
No. She was more concerned with me listening to like Alice Cooper. I had to beg and plead with her to let me listen to Bon Jovi because she thought it was just too much. And I was
The
like,
story
no,
just
Mom.
keeps getting sadder and
I was
sadder.
like, I said, listen to the words. It's all about love.
I was hoping it was going to go into like witch sex or something, but it's just like, no Bon Jovi.
Next Halloween, we're gonna light some candles. We're gonna listen to some Bon Jovi. We're gonna go trick-or-treating.
Sin as hard as we can. Candles and Bon Jovi.
Well, it appears to be true. Tara's mom didn't want her listening to Bon Jovi or becoming a witch because she might burn down the house. If that wasn't sad news enough, since everybody believed the story, everybody else gets a point, leaving Jackie and Cam tied for the big win. But it's not over yet. In our next segment, we'll find out if Jackie was once invited to a celebrity's hotel room after a Halloween party. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a single segment of Trust Me.